Good morning, guys. It's Paula, and I'm back with my December daily that still doesn't have my pictures in it. I had to do a lot of other things last night, and I didn't have time to print any of them, but I will, and we'll go back and put those in. But something I forgot to do when we were talking about day 2, I wanted to put my favorite little Christmas tree on here, and you guys know that I do it in all my books, my little triangle tree. Now, I'm also going to have to put my pictures on this page too, and if I don't have enough room, I'll just add a little hinge and we'll make it work. So I put a piece of cardboard under here so I can flatten it a little bit, maybe, hopefully. But I wanted to do this while I was thinking about it because I know, I'll forget. Time will go by and it'll be Christmas and I will have forgotten. Now I'm just going to glue these down really quick, We'll start with the tree, the tree. I went blank for a second. The stem, or whatever you want to call it, trunk of the tree. And I really didn't want to put it on this pink background, but you know what? It will be fine. Because I really wanted to save this for journaling, but I have more. I'll just add more paper if I need to. Now, I decided to do my tree, of course, in a non-traditional color, since everything else in this book so far has been kind of just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Because I'm not worrying about whether it's green and pink or pink and green. I'm just doing whatever I want to use. I know that I did use mostly a pink paper line, and that's okay. I just thought that would be cute because I bought that paper at my retreat and I just fell in love with it. I thought, well, I'll use this with my granddaughters, And then when I found this book and I decided to use this book, I was like, I'm glad I bought 2. So I do have another one I can use on the girls. I saved, I bought an extra paper pack is what I did. So I'm just using the paper pack on this. I saved all the embellishments and so forth for the girls. Okay, so let's put this. Well, no, I don't want the green on that side. I hope you guys are doing your December daily along with me. I've been watching a few other people do theirs, and it's lots of fun to watch someone do theirs. But I'll tell you, it's even more fun to watch or to do it, actually. So if you're not doing one yet, you should whip one out. We're just into day like 5 or 6, so you got plenty of time to catch up. You just do several days at once. And let me see if I got my tree on there straight. Of course I do, but I also, of course, have some glue seeping out. I tell you what, I was trying to put eye drops in my eyes, and I washed my hands 3 times because you're not supposed to get it, contaminated. I'm like, okay, well, good luck with that. I can't keep the glue off my hands long enough to do anything with them. Okay, so we're going to put this little tree here because it's going to be part of, our whole decorating, page 2, where we decorated. And then we'll move on to the next step. trying to remember what's next. I have no plan. You know, I've told you I have had no plan for this little book. And if it just ends up being decorated all the way through and very little anything else going on, that's fine too. Because that's how my life is. No, actually, YouTube has given me, has really taken up a lot of time, but I love it. And I guess you don't want to die on the couch. I'd rather die sitting and visiting with my new friends. Okay, so, and I'll put something down here later to kind of keep it from looking like it's floating in the air. Okay, so now we're going to move on. That's the decorating the tree page. And then yesterday we did our angel page. Wait a minute. I do have another page over here. I'm so crazy. So probably what I'll do is put a picture of my tree. Oh, no. I wanted to do something with my grandkids. You know, when they do things, I'm saying that I do things. When I get pictures or they send me pictures and include me in whatever they're doing this month, then I can add pictures of them. Okay, and I just need a journal on that one. Okay, now on this day, I didn't do anything this day, but my daughter came by and hung out with her dad and I. Just her, no kids, no hubby, no anything. And that was nice, you know, but what am I going to do? Well, to me, she's an angel. She's mine and her dad's angel. So I'm just going to do the one page here for her. But I got to think about how I want to do that. Maybe we can do... I'm still looking here. We ended up talking about the children, of course, you know. And I'm looking through my goodies. Some of the things I want to use, you know, like she had a meeting to go to, and so she stopped and ate with us, and this is a hard one. I'm trying to think what I can do with her stopping by. I know we talked about a Christmas list for the kids. So I could do something with packages. And so we'll do that. Let's just decorate around doing something with packages. I never did get my angel card in here. So we could do that and then add some packages around it. Remember, I had an A for angels. And I've got it inked already. So, she's our angel. Angels have been around her the last 3 years as she's prayed for her baby. And so I think this is a good place to put the A for the angel. And I could either journal on here or journal or tuck it in the pocket and journal. Okay, now I've got a package of gifts, a little package of pastel color gifts that's already open. There it is. Found it. I didn't want to open up a second one. So we talked about the kids and what they wanted for Christmas and the upcoming weather, you know, that we were supposed to have this coming weekend. And and her needing us to watch the kids on Friday. You know how that whole thing goes. I'm wondering if I want to put this in the middle and then kind of put some gifts around it. And an angel on here. And then I'll put my journaling into my pocket. So let's glue the pocket on first. I hate this book won't stay open. It's driving me nuts, guys. There. It's a good thing to use your scissors with. Also, I thought about doing, because she is our sweetheart, I thought about doing a heart back behind here. Let me see if I have enough pink paper here to do that, or do I need to grab some? How about I grab some felt? Hold on. I always have my felt right here, and I'll just grab some red felt, and you won't believe it, but it was right on top. And we can just put some felt. We can do like a heart behind the bag. And let's see. The easiest way for me to do a heart is just fold it in half and do it. Now, not everybody thinks doing hearts are easy, and they never look the same, you know, when you do them. But and usually I have to operate on them to get them to look how I want them to look when it's all said and done. Yeah, see, that's not quite far enough down in the middle. There we go. Now I gotta find my page again because I use the scissors. That's not bad, huh? Looks like Valentine's Day. Okay, so we can put this heart back here, which fits perfect on the page. And maybe put this to the side. I think, you guys are going to scream at me, but I think this heart would look better if it had some kind of stitches in it. Like, I'm thinking, I've got this crochet thread right here. Maybe we'll just run like a long running stitch or something through it. How's that? That won't take but a second. And I just so happen to have my binding needle right here. And we'll just use it and go from there. I don't know how much of this we'll need, but we're going to start off with this amount. I'm going to tie a knot on the end, on one end. Do you guys that do arts and crafts, do you also sew or stitch? I started out learning how to embroidery. We're just going to go up in the center right here. And then I learned cross stitch, and my mom taught me how to sew on the machine. And yeah, see, we're just going down and up until it won't go down and up anymore. Let's pull a few. After we do about 4 or 5, we'll pull it through. See, I think this gives it more color on that background. Please don't get tangled. Anyway, so I do cross stitch. I've gotten to where I am blind when it comes to cross stitching. So not last year, but the year before last, my husband got me one of those really nice cross stitch lamps from the cross stitch store. And so I've been cross stitching more than normal. And I've kind of gotten into, I like to cross stitch and add beads. You know, now you can add beads when you cross stitch. This thing's trying to get in a knot. And that's fun. I might stitch not stitch, but print out a word that says "Our Sweetheart." And that way, when we journal somewhere along the way, I can stick that on the page. And I might find a picture of her and put on here as well. It's not like I don't have a million of her. You know, today's generation does things so different from my generation. Back when our kids were little, you took a picture of everything, and it wasn't on your phone. It was in your album, you know, where you could pull it out and look at it and, you know, do whatever you want. But you didn't have to get on your computer and spend an hour trying to find it. I think it's great and all that you can save your photos that way. That does save space in the house. But I'm a firm believer in having them where you can actually sit down and look at them. Or if you want to put them on your coffee table, this thing's it's trying to knot up on me. Any other time it would work just fine. Of course, I am using crochet thread. So I don't normally sew with crochet thread, but it's perfect for this because it's thick enough. If I just do one or two, it'd probably be less of a problem. Now you can do this stitching with anything, and you know I like different textures, so you can add all kinds of textures on in your books. I wish we were ending in the very middle at the top. I could do like a little bow right there. We still could. Okay. We're getting there. I should have had this done ahead of time, but this is part of doing it. This is the process. I tried to lay down and take a nap this morning. I got like an hour before the phone started ringing. It seems like you just get cozy and the phone will ring. And of course, it was someone I needed to answer. And then I had to get up and go in the other room and write all this stuff down. And I was like, I'm just going to stay up. Now I think we officially have a little knot here, but it's coming out. I say it is. It's hard to imagine why or how it can get in a knot when it's just a single string. I'm only doing like 3 or 4 stitches at a time. Let's see. There we go. I guess I should just do 2 at a time, then maybe we can get done without it being so cantankerous. keep it straight. Maybe that'll help too. I used to make Christmas ornaments out of felt. When the kids were young, you know, they'd make kits, and then after I did the kits, I would just I'd do shapes, and I'd let the kids do them with me, and we used to cut shapes and tried to always decorate the tree with some homemade stuff. Of course, that's been a long time ago. My favorite tree is my snowman tree. I haven't had him up in a few years, but, and we didn't put out outside lights this year. Listen, my husband did last year, and I don't know, I thought it was going to take him forever. He spent 2 weekends. He put so many up is what the deal was, you know, and we bought this new angel that lights up. So I told him, after he got them all down, I said, honey, I think what we're going to do in the future, instead of doing all the lights, you know, because it's hard on you, is just put the angel out front. Because she makes a statement. I'll take a picture of her too and put her in the book so you can see her. She definitely makes a statement. Okay, we're at the end. It's funny how you sit down, you have no plan, and then all of a sudden you're sewing. Okay, I'm going to take this down in there and tie it off. Okay. Just going to put one little knot right there. I don't want it to be too bulky behind it. Right, I'll pick that up in a minute. Okay, so our unexpected sweetheart, that will go there, and then we'll put the pocket here with the angel, and also her name is Ashley, so that worked out, didn't it? I could write on here, Ashley, our angel, because she was our little angel growing up. And then, let's see. I could put a little angel on the bag. One of these cute little ones. Which one reminds me of her? This one at the top does, because it's got brown hair. Well, let's glue this down first. I don't know how this will glue down, so we're fixing to find out. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Of course, I've had my lid off, so there's no telling how this is going to end up looking. Now, we are working on day, what day is this? I'll have to look back at my note. See, I have to write notes because I'll forget. I've already got it on me. What is today's date? See, this side is, okay, so we're working on day 4. And that's gluing down really nicely. Now, see, you wouldn't expect a heart in a Christmas journal, so that's fun and different. Okay, so now let's do our pocket. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. We had a relaxing evening. I did some printing I needed to do, and I'm trying to get Rick to teach me how to upload the videos because in the beginning we just had him doing it because it was helping me not have to deal with that, plus do the videos and prepare for the videos, and he's just way better at the computer stuff. He could have did that sort of thing for a living because he's really good at it. But me, on the other hand, I know programs, and you know, I can do that sort of thing, but troubleshooting in the computer is not my thing. But once I learn how a program works, I do okay. That glue just seeped out everywhere. But hooray for my little eraser. It just takes it right off. Now this is going to be kind of lopsided right there a little bit. So I'm going to kind of hold it for a second. Can't believe that my daughter will be 40 on her birthday after the first of the year, a couple months. But she, yeah, she's going to be 40. Boy, does that not make you feel old. I think later, not now, I want to make sure I have the right pen. I'm going to put our angel Ashley. And then I'll journal about her coming by. Okay, there's that. And I'm trying to think how to get this. Oh, there it is. I'm like, how do they have this closed up? Of course, it would be the one at the very top. Yeah, there she is. Oh, I want to put some glue on there because you know this stuff's not going to stay. Can you imagine being the person that makes all these little embellishments like this? It's made out of cardboard and it's dimensional, so there's like a million little pieces on the back of this thing. No, thank you. Wouldn't be a job I'd want to do. Oops. At least it fell the right way. There we go. I had thought about, I noticed that Wendy, I think it's Wendy, what is the name of her Etsy store? Anyway, I've been watching hers, and she's including some pictures from last year, you know, in certain things, and which I had thought about doing that myself because, I mean, at this point, unless you live right next door to your kids or your grandkids, you don't get very many pictures, you know. You will at the end, but yeah. Now I'm trying to think, because what else do we want to put on here? We could put, I've got some lace we could put at the bottom. Let's put a little bit of that on there. Not a lot. I used this on the Santa Claus, which I'll show you. I went ahead and glued the old Santa with the pipe down because he was getting bent up, because everywhere I'd lay him, he'd end up getting a corner curled up, or he's pretty old, worn out. I wouldn't ordinarily put him on there with that pipe, but that's kind of how I remember him looking when I was a kid, you know, they just had pipes and you name it. It wasn't unusual to see someone in a picture, you know, any kind of advertisement. And this wasn't a cigarette or pipe advertisement. It was just a picture on the front, and he actually was on the front of Southern Living or one of those old magazines, vintage magazines that I have. So there's that. Now, where's my small piece I cut off? There it is. I'll just run it across the very top. And if I want to, I can get some red letters and I'll wipe that off. It's getting thick on the ends. I could get some red letters and put her name across there. Since she was the big thing for her daddy and I the other night, it's kind of nice, you know, after they grow up and they get married and you know, usually you don't get to see them by themselves that often. They're always with their spouse or their children, and you don't get to just spend a little bit of time, you know. I'm thinking we need something down here, but now we kind of got away from the packages. We just kind of got into the love for our daughter, which she also is a singer, and she's also very into theater, and she grew up in musical theater, got scholarships, and she is very talented and has made several over the years. She's made several CDs, and so she's a talented thing. We don't know where she got all of her talent. We tell her that a lot. We'll be like, it wasn't from Mom and Dad. Okay, so I have some, and I'm looking around me. If you could see my area, because I don't know where I set them. I had a box that had all my sequins in them, but this one is the green sequins. I must have not got the other ones down. I was going to add some sequins on here, but I got the sequins to add around this little tree. So I'm going to, while we let this dry a little bit, I'm going to come over here to this little tree. Go back and forth here. See if I can get him to stay still, be good. I have one of those, trying to get the lid off this. I don't know if those are the sequins that we really want. Put a little Christmas tree there. Okay, let me get my little thing that picks them up. I forget what it's called, but it sure does help whenever you, it's called the Crystal Cana tool. Got it at a convention, scrapbooking convention. And what it does is you can use it with crystals. It's got like a rubber tip here, and it's got a pointed tip here, and you can do sequins or other things like that. And I use my fine line bottle. There's a lot of different fine line bottles out there, but this is my very favorite. And they have them in blue, and I forget the other color. But this is the standard tip, which is perfect for almost anything you do. The blue one was the first ones I bought, and they were so tiny that I like to never got any of them picked up. I think I want to open up one that has more red in it. These are kind of mixed, but We'll put some red ones in here. How are we doing on time? Doing pretty good, because I want to try to do a second video because I've started my next book. Okay, so what you do is you just kind of put your little dots on here where you say you want to put some ornaments. You just squeeze out your little thing of glue where you want your ornaments to be. We'll do those first. And then you take your little pick-me-up tool. And here's a little, looks like these red ones are stars. So we'll put the star on there first. You want to try not to get the glue. You flip this over. You want to try not to get the glue on the end of your little rubber tip, because you need to clean it up right away if you do, because it can eventually ruin your little tip. Now I'm just putting these little stars on this first one. Thought we could trade colors. Now that the glue that you see on here is Scotch tacky glue, and I use it for a lot of scrapbooking stuff, card making. I mean, you can use it just about anything. One more star. Where are you? There you go. I didn't mean for those to look so in order, but they do, don't they? Should we put one there? Nah, we don't need to go crazy, because then it for sure will look in order. Okay, so on this next little tier, I think there's a few white ones in here. We'll keep our fingers crossed that there is. I know I've got white ones, if not. Okay, now we'll put the white ones I can find in here. I'll put it that way. There is a white one. And I know I saw some more. These are probably some I had left over from when I made the kids' stockings. If I can't find any more white ones in this one, I can grab the other. Okay, let me see if there's any down in here. Nope, but I'm gonna grab my white ones. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. My plan changed. Now I gotta find the container and where I set it. I guess I did bring the whole container over here and didn't know it. Oh my goodness. You should see my room. I should video my room and let you see it. You would not believe what it looks like right now. Okay. I'm looking. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that I just brought the one little bottle over. I've got 10 projects going at a time over here. I'm really not exaggerating. Oh, there they are. The last place I would normally put them. I've got a couple of these little containers that I keep different color sequins in. And then I have a small one that has beads. So here's some white ones down here. And I don't deliberately go out and just buy sequins because it's not something you use every day. Like these are a mix. None of them are really the same. So when I put these on there, you're going to notice that these are different. If I can get hold of one. Come on. There we go. Yeah, see, these are smaller. I don't know where those other big ones came from. Somewhere. And if they fall, I don't chase them. They end up in the trash. So if I chased them, I'd be here all day, right? Okay, so we did white on there. And I think we should do green on the bottom. Or we could do yellow. You guys can't tell me what you think. If you could, I would do what you say. I've got a mix of colors here too. Maybe we'll just do a... Let's see what we got in this little container here. We got gold stars, yellow sequins, pink sequins. Let's put some more glue on here first. I think we'll put a yellow star up here. Let's do that. We'll put it right in the center. And then down here we can just put a few more sequins. And again, normally I do not do my sequins in order. I don't know how that ended up happening, but I don't recommend it. This is a big gold star, if I can get it to come out. I'm sorry guys, I have to have this close to me so I can see. Okay, there we go. See, that's a big booger. Okay, now I've got yellow and I've got pink. Let's put some of these pink ones on here. Well, it's really more of a lavender, but that's all right. I don't know, pink is one of those colors that you can't ever really judge how it's going to turn out. One pink's different than the next pink. And when the colors are all mixed up, it's a little bit harder to grab hold of them. Hobby Lobby sells something similar to this little pick-me-up. And I've got that too. I don't like it as well. But I like this one because it really grabs them. It didn't let them take off on you. But the main thing about this tool is you have to make sure you that you wipe off this end piece. Make sure it's good and clean every time you're done, so it doesn't, but these are not cheap. I want to say on sale it was like $28. But you can get these. I'm going to show you the ones you can get in Walmart that work pretty good. They're called pick-me-ups. Not Walmart, Hobby Lobby. And they have this sticky stuff on the end of them. And, well, I didn't open that right, did I? Anyway, they've got like a clay-like sticky substance on the end, and that's what picks them up. But I don't think they work near as good. Now, on these fine line bottles, you want to make sure you always put your lid back on. You should really do it in between, but I cheated. But if you want a good bottle, and I've been scrapbooking for over 15 years, since my grandson was born. If you want a good bottle, this is the one I recommend, the Fine Line Applicator. And you can get it. You can get them on Amazon. They come 2 to a pack. They're less than $10, and then you fill them up with whatever glue. So if you want to use art glitter glue, or you want to use tacky glue, whatever, Tombow glue, but I use the Scotch Liquid Dry, I believe is what it's called. And I use Tombow sometimes. And I label them if I put something different in each one. I will label them. Okay, so look how our little tree turned out. I'm going to hold it up so you can see. Does not look anything like my tree, but I wanted this tree to be in my book because I've been making them for you guys. And I want to copy you. Now, I'm afraid to shut this because I'm afraid stick to my other page, but I'll do it gently. Now, we are going to wrap it up here with this one. I may go back and write her name here, or I write our right angel or something, and I'll journal inside on this little card. I may just do like A is for Angel, A is for Ashley, and put that on there. Okay, oh, we got to put our number on. We can't get in such a big hurry, Paula. This is number 4. And let me find it. Where are my numbers? They're buried underneath everything. I'm sitting here thinking, how much time do we have? We don't really have time. I would have painted another, I would have done a number that we could have painted, but since she's got silver in her wings, we're going to put a silver one on here. If I can get hold of it. I just bought numbers instead of using scrapbook paper numbers because I didn't want to dig through my paper. You know how that is when you have to dig through the paper. I was like, no, I'm not going to dig through the paper. But it is fun to watch other people. Go type in into your YouTube, type in December dailies, and you'll get to see different ones. Okay, do we want to put it down here? Do we want to put it up here, over here, or on here? I think we're going to put it right there. I like it right there. We can put her name on the card. But of course, because of the lace, I have to sit here and hold it for a little bit so it doesn't pop off. Alright guys, I'm going to charge my phone up, and then I'm going to come back and see if we have enough time on my phone for me just to show you what my next project is. I am going to do a little golden book. And there's a reason why. And when I see it, you will know the reason. I have glue on my fingers. I thought it was a good time. I've had this book, and I thought it was a good time to do it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. YouTube sends, or give me a like, or like my video. When I'm watching videos of people that I subscribe to, I just hit the like button before I even watch the video, because unless it's someone I don't like most of the time, because it does let YouTube know what that what my stats are, and you know, if I'm succeeding or not succeeding. But when I compare how many views I have to how many likes, you know, it can make a big difference. And so they like to know all that stuff. So if you could take a minute to do that, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're going to finish this book before the month's over, and we're going to start a new golden book. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.